Hello guys, Maxim's here with a new video for you, and in this video I'm gonna show you the complete release of GlueLinux development version 1.0.4 and how to install it with a proper installer, with a good, nice looking installer. So first thing we're gonna do is again create a new virtual machine. I will call it install, GlueLinux install. Next, we prefer 4 gigs of RAM. Next, I'll choose 16 gigabytes because it's just, I think, a bit better. I'll give it 2 processor cores and boot it up. So now we have to choose the new GlueLinux ISO, which is a bit larger than the previous one, but it's still not that big. It's just 1 gigabyte. Let's choose it. You will have to download it from the link in the description below. Let's start. And you will see this menu as in the last video. It's actually first steps are the same, but now I won't even touch the keyboard. You'll automatically see a new installer. I've already shown you in the video which I posted on the 1st August. Here we are. This is our installer. I'm afraid it just supports only English keyboard and only English language, but I will extend it later. But remember, it's just a development version, so it can contain some kind of small mistake errors, but well, actually I tested the whole thing and it was alright. So that's it. Next. Now here we have proper license agreement with Party Open Source, and remember that this version of GlueLinux comes with absolutely no warranty, because it's just a development test version and you better use it on your own risk, but it's actually pretty safe to use it. I can assure you it's pretty safe to use it. But I have to mention it in the license agreement, so that it comes with, well, specifically this version comes without any warranty. So let's agree these terms. Hit next. Let's hit next again because the connection to Glue servers was successfully created, and now on the Glue server, on the GlueLinux.org server, I have a special server-side application running, which exchanged some secret keys with this this installer application. And now, first of all, the installer application knows everything works fine. So the DNS is alright, and the internet connection is alright, and a stable connection to update servers and to Glue servers could be established, and also a registration would technically should be successful. So I enter my email here. Oops. Now I hit register. I have a license key which will be stored on this server, and there is a database where all these emails and keys are stored, so you can later log in on the website, which I'm not still ready with, but it wouldn't be a problem because I did web development for a pretty long time. I think that I know how it works and it won't be a problem. But now I want to concentrate on this job. So let's hit next. Let's choose a root password. which be root in my case, again root. So yep, that's it. Let's hit next and choose our host name. The host name will be, for example, awesome PC, and as installation drive I will choose /dev/sda. /dev/loop0 is actually our ISO drive. And if we choose it, it won't be a good idea to choose it. You can try it, but it won't work. And this is the drive we've created by creating a new virtual machine. We'll choose it. It detected 17 gigabytes. So actually, when we create a drive, in our case it was 16 gigabyte. It wasn't precisely 16,000 megabyte. It was like a bit more than 16,000 megabyte. And in this case, it just rounded up. So, it just rounds up one or 2 gigabyte, or in some cases it can also round it down. But the approximate size would remain correct. So I don't think it's a problem, but if you will write it down in the comments below in this video, I will maybe correct it later, or I think it's more like a feature than bug or issue. You know. Okay, let's hit next. And actually creating partition table. The partition table on the completely new drive was created, and because it's completely new, it's completely empty, and it doesn't contain any partition tables or kind of partitioning on itself. So as we also see it's actually an std error, but it isn't an error. You see unmount /mnt is not mounted, so it tries to if you've earlier mounted some kind of disks, some disk on /mnt, or system mounted some nodes, some system nodes, or some other things on /mnt, this whole thing will be unmounted, because as I already mentioned, it will be used for the partition. And now, as we see, the barrier phase was created, and the whole system was first of all copied. So the full system core was copied, and now we get new updates. From now, it's just a simple Debian mirror. But it won't be a problem for me to make my custom mirror, and I will make my custom mirror. Now we see, oh, that's a shame. It's not being automatically scrolled, because actually I don't know why. It's really shit. It's really shitty. But all these dots coming with Widget, because I feature some files with Widget. In this case, it's GlueNet in this custom initialization system for GlueLinux. I call it GlueNet. It's being, as you see, it's being stored on software.gluenet.org. You can visit this archive, this file mirror, this file archive by yourself, just typing it in the browser. And you will have some access to some files, which you can actually install manually, or which you can update manually. It won't be a problem. It's all opened. All software I do is actually GNU GPL versus 3.0 later, so it can be. I didn't yet provide the full source code yet, but I will do it later on GitHub. I will create an official website on project on GitHub where I will publish the whole source code, and you'll be easily able to update it, to compile it, to modify it yourself. It won't be a problem until my copyrights remain. So yeah, that's actually it. And I actually do not understand why does Widget actually output its installation process as std error, because it can be really a problem. So, and in earlier versions of installer, it automatically reinstalled itself, restarted the installation when it detected any kind of error, and when it received this dot from Widget, it automatically detected an error and it automatically restarted itself, even through it wasn't an error. So anyway, we just saw updating the grub configuration file. The grub was just installed. Some unnecessary components like xorg were uninstalled and there was a cleanup. Now we see unmounting partition. So which means actually this is the whole thing is actually ready. Now we see the next button is available. So we click just next. And we're done, and we just hit reboot, and now it's being automatically rebooted. But I think yeah, there's actually a message. Please remove the live medium, close the tray fanny, and press enter to continue. But in our case, we just power off the machine, and we just have to remove it because of the VirtualBox. It's not my fault. It's just a VirtualBox thing. We just remove these GlueLinux ISO. Remove, yep, okay, and let's hit start. And it's being started up, so starting up, and it will work, I'm sure. Yep, as we see a nice boot menu here. I will maybe make it look nicer, but actually I actually like this look, and maybe if you have better ideas, you can write it in the comments below. I will read everything, and I will correct all the errors or mistakes or bugs or anything you find. I'll be glad to do it, because it's just self-learning. I turned 17, and I just turned 17, and I have to learn something from the community, you know, the whole thing. And let's hit start GlueLinux, and it actually boots. So now we just have to log in, and yep, as we see, Linux awesome PC for included software, and now we're in, and I do not prefer Bash. It's ZSH, but ZSH, whatever. But you can use Bash if you want to. Simply type in Bash, or editing main/etc/base vd, and just simply changing this ZSH to Bash. But I will maybe mention it in other tutorials. And well, I hope you like this video, and I hope you I hope you like this video, and I hope you like my Linux distribution, and I hope you will use it, because it's based on Debian 11, and it's just it's a very stable system, and I will develop it later. But anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel, download and use GlueLinux, and if you want to, if you found something if you found some errors, bugs, anything, just email me or write it in the comments below, and bye bye, see you later.